This is just fictional story. It's imaginary. Watch at your own risk. No copyright intended. I only own the storyline, editing, and maybe voiceover if I have to. Deeply sorry for the grammatical errors or any mistakes. This is just purely for entertainment purposes. Thank you. You can mute the video if you only want to peacefully reading.
How can you get this wrong? This is so basic. She said to the person who stood there in front of her, "Who's already looking down?" You should have been able to do this since the first month you joined here. How can you ruin this simple work? We need this tomorrow for the meeting. The other person only can look down, knowing it's his fault. She slightly groaned. She can't even make herself calm anymore. Just go. The person nodded before he bowed and turned around before walking away from her office room. And she closed her eyes before she started massaging her temples. She is the leader in this section. She needs to make sure all her subordinates work properly. And last month, they got a big deal, and tomorrow the client will come to have a meeting here with their boss before they accept the deal professionally. But yet, one of the workers did the work wrong, and it's ruined the rest as well. And she has the biggest responsibility here. If her boss found out they can't do the work, worst they did is demote their positions. But she works so hard to be in this place, and she can't let that happen. That's why this incident makes her so. Especially the deadline is tomorrow. She is walking inside slowly, looking completely drained. She only looked down on the floor. And she stopped when she heard his voice. Deep voice of her husband. "It's almost 7 and you just back." She looked up and found him sitting on the couch, coffee on the table. "I got extra work." There's a few seconds silence. Probably her husband realized something is off, 'cause she usually didn't reply like this, and there's no hint of excitement in her after finally back home. All there is tiredness. I already ordered the food. She again started walking to the stairs, and she said something before stepping on the first stairs. "I'm not hungry. Please keep mine in the refrigerator later. And I will be in the study room to do some work." She then again started walking without waiting for him to say anything, while he watched her until she disappeared upstairs, before again taking his coffee and drink it. He and her actually married because their parents arranged them, and it's been almost 5 months. He actually the same cold guy since little, and even still acting cold a few weeks after the wedding. But then their relationship getting a bit better slowly. But still, he is that cold guy. He never talked much except it's important. Both of them busy with their work. Him as a professor and she work in a company. And usually he come home earlier than her, or even later than her. But this is the first time she's back this late. And he somehow feel a bit weird after seeing the change in her. He washed his plate after eating dinner alone. He actually planned to work on something in the study room, but because his wife used it, he decided to just do the work in the bedroom. "20 minutes later, he's been doing his work, trying to focus fully on it. But then he sighed and closed his eyes after realizing he needs some of his blank paper in the study room. He then stood up, decided to go there. She groaned again, feeling annoyed because she still can't finish this. Usually this is easy, but somehow her mind can't cooperate, and it makes her furious. What's wrong with me? She sighed again while scanning the screen. But then suddenly someone knocked on the door, making her clench her hands. This work really makes her angry, and everything that disturbs her makes her more angry. What? Because there's no one other than her husband, so of course she knows it will be him. Slowly the door opened as he walked inside. I need some blank paper from the drawer. She looked away and closed her eyes. Just get it. He glanced at her. And he furrowed his eyebrows after looking at her condition. She looked like a mess, and probably she didn't realize that. Her hair is messy, her work shirt, and the table in front of her. His eyes also landed on her laptop screen. But then he looked away and walked to the drawer to get his paper. While his mind thinking about something, he then closed the drawer after he got his paper and say something. When will you done? I mean, I work on something in the bedroom. She sighed, still with eyes closed. I don't know. I don't even know if I can sleep. She annoyingly replied to him. She didn't mean to be like this, but she can't help at this moment. While the man furrows his eyebrows. Why not just continue tomorrow? I can't. This need to be submit tomorrow. She opened her eyes and replied, a bit rudely. For sure she will regret this later. She then messed up her hair more, still didn't look at him as she's facing her laptop. Can you leave now? You got your paper, right? He only stared at her from there. Thinking. After hearing nothing from him for a few seconds, she furrows her eyebrows annoyingly before she turned to look at him. But she slightly flinched when she found him already standing behind her, and she instantly looked up at his face. When did you... She stopped and slightly... Her eyes widened. 'Cause he suddenly pulled her up from her seat, like she's so light as he did that so easily. What are you? And her eyes widened when he suddenly sat on her chair. But not only that, to sit with him, her eyes widened. 'Cause that means now she is sitting on and she heard his voice saying something that makes her eyes instantly getting teary. Don't worry. You can do it. But for now, relax first. And the moment he is hugging her and caressing her back slightly makes her emotional, as she didn't take longer to immediately hug him back. Both sitting on the work chair. She actually wanted to say so many things, but she can't let it out at all, and just can hug him as tight as she could. To show him that she actually really needs this. Just relax. Nothing bad will happen. He knows she is silently crying in his arms. But this makes him feel like she trusts him enough to show him her this side. And beside the problems that she or he facing, This act makes his heart feel warm. And he liked the feeling. He was hesitant at first, thinking it's because she is his wife only. But the moment he didn't step back and instead step forward to help and be here for her, makes him realize he is falling in love. Don't know exactly since when, but he realized it completely now. Especially when he feel the pain after watching her struggling before. Like he wanted to be just take the burden off her so she won't feel like this. For him. But after he realized his presence like this makes her slowly relax, he didn't want to go. He stay. For her. For his wife. She opened her eyes and groaned, feeling someone shaking her. Wake up, it's already almost 8. She groaned again. But after realizing what he just said, slowly she opened her eyes as she immediately said, "What? 8?" She then about to get up, but got pulled back as he suddenly held her hand. "Where are you going?" "I need to go and continue my work. I need to submit it before 12. She again about to go, but he didn't let her hand go. "Why? Please, I did try to finish it last night." She stopped and furrows her eyebrows. "What? What are you talking about?" After I look at it, I realize I can understand it. So I tried to finish it. "You can check it now here. I took your laptop here as well last night." He let go of her hand and walked somewhere. She still can't understand fully. But then he came back with her laptop and opened it. Before he showed his wife her work last night, that he finished. And after scanning everything, her eyes widened. It's right. She took the laptop from him properly as she shouted excitedly. He chuckled and stood properly while looking down at her. "How did you even..." He sighed. "Maybe you didn't know, but I teach about that topic and knows how to work on it because I helped Dad in his company in about a year before working as a professor. Just like what I want. And because I need to complete my work too, why not do yours as well?" Hearing him, she remembered last night. "When did you sleep? It must be so late." She looked up at him and he shrugged his shoulders. "Probably 2 or 3. She sighed before placing her laptop away and facing him properly. He watched her, still standing. "Last night." "Thank you so much. I'm sorry if I was rude. I really didn't mean. Forget it." And realized something. "You changed a lot after last night." "I like that." He blinked his eyes and slowly smiled. "Really?" She nodded. "You made me sit, hugging me and whispered sweet words till I fell asleep." "Did you like me?" There's a few seconds silence. Before he again smiles. "Probably will be more than that." She raised her eyebrows in surprise. And she smiled. "You fall for me after seeing me looking like a zombie girl last night?" He chuckled. "I I still can imagine your messy hair. She rolled her eyes. Don't embarrass me. But at least I like you more because of last night. Really? She nodded. But hearing what he said next makes her truly surprised with how he really changed. Then I will try to do more than... She blinked her eyes and moved back while clearing her throat. Calm down, mister. But he whispered. How? Want to stay at home today? I can show you.